So, last time, I guess, in the misadventures of Goren, we're calling this kind of side campaign thing here. Having been tracked down by the man known as Noctis that's taken on the form of Goren. After realizing, I guess, he moved into his old house, was attacked by him with a disintegrate that kind of vaporized him. Only for him to wake up in a new body in some kind of lab somewhere near the northern city of Polaris. Unbeknownst to him, he didn't wake up immediately, and some of his companions have been trying to track down the man that killed them, leading the two of them to this same area. And that is where we're gonna pick this up. So, roll initiative, everybody.
Just right.
I wasn't here for that, yet somehow I remember that. I don't know if I was listening to it while I was playing Minecraft, but I remember that happening, even though I wasn't here. Huh.
Okay, just because Larisk had the better roll for it, I'm gonna say you and Escanor have made your way up here while Feywolf searches some other place while he's not with you. You're nearing the city of Polaris, trying to find and track this Noctis guy down.
Hmm. Okay.
As you, for a little bit more filling in here, basically, you know, he heard through sources like, we'll say Larisk was able to find, that he has been known to have someone that matches descriptions have a hidden base somewhere near the city, and you're coming to the city to investigate. But what do you wish to do? You're coming up on the outskirts of the city.
I would say I'd try to ask anyone if there's anybody present in the area before we get to the city, if they've seen anything, out of the ordinary as far as maybe if they saw someone like Gorn or
Okay,
someone that
give
was
me
out of the
a perception check to see if you can find anybody.
ordinary. 15.
Yeah, when you were on the kind of the main road between you came up from the capital of Sirius, that you ran into a couple farmers kind of traveling down the road, asking about that, but let me. They don't recall anything they tell you that comes to mind about what you saw.
Keep searching, and then I'll just keep eyes open for anything that would give me any hints as far as Gorn's whereabouts.
Larisk, anything you'd like to do then?
Oh, I imagine that I'm a good deal shorter than Escanor.
In my medium shape, I'm about average, like between 5.5 to 6 foot.
Okay, then roughly
About
same
average.
size.
About average height until battle strikes, and then I become very large.
Okay. Well, then I will essentially be looking at him and more or less ask, have you ever been to Polaris before?
too often. Just every once in a good while. I'm sure there's probably people that
Oh.
know more about the city than I would.
So, what's it like? Should I go? He's just gonna kind of shift around a bit. Human, elf, dwarf, halfling. What would
Uh,
be the least likely to stand out?
Give me a history check, Skor.
Something I'm actually proficient in. 26.
Yeah, you know you've been here once or twice, so you know that it's a mainly dwarven city, but there are humans, gnomes, halflings, very few half elves or of the elven variety, but there's a few there. But running into them's kind of either they're visiting or some business brings them there. They're not generally living there.
I think dwarf. I think giving the appearance of a dwarf would probably suit you best.
Yeah, fair, can do. Just a bit of warning. I'm not proficient in the language, but I can take on the appearance. And
I'm sure you'll be fine.
then he'll turn into a dwarf. We'll shift into a dwarf. All right. What were we doing again?
Oh, we're trying to find where Goren went to.
You don't know he's
Oh,
alive. You're trying to find his killer.
Trying to find who tried to kill or who had killed Goren.
oh,
Trying to find the
yeah.
assailant.
I still don't really know how I keep getting roped in with you guys. But fair's fair. I might as well help since I'm here.
Consider it luck.
I'll say they figured they talked you into because you owed them for getting them out of that cave, that temple.
Yeah.
So,
Fair enough, and you know this time better than I do.
I'm gonna say about this time you guys actually pull up to the city with my little
Hey,
map
Dang,
map
pull
I
up,
made
are we
for you.
lovely.
riding?
Oh, I love the detail. It's wonderful.
Yep.
It's almost as good as my map.
Yes. As you come up to the city, Polaris, you don't see anything that this like from you said this is supposed to be as known as the crown jewel of the north. Doesn't look like that big of a city because all you can really see is of just a bunch of small farms and like farming kind of buildings, little storage for like food and like animals and stuff like that. Nothing looks like a city that's supposed to be one of the 5 biggest cities in the empire.
Are you sure we have the right place? Doesn't look that big. Just looks like a small farming village.
I'm pretty sure this
Escanor,
is
you
the
know
right.
since you've been here before, that the most of the actual cities inside that's a mountain cliff there. That all the residential, commercial buildings, the forges, the blacksmith, all the gubernatorial stuff's all inside the mountains.
Once we get past the farming land here, it'll make a little more sense. You just got to go beyond the rock,
If you say so.
and then we proceed.
Okay, so what are you gonna try to do now that you're here to get information?
I think we're going to. Escanor is going to make a. See about going into the lower residential area and just see if there's. Find out more information. See if maybe someone noticed a peculiar character here. If anyone out of the ordinary has visited here, would not normally be here, aka the killer.
Oh, you mean aside from us, right?
Yes.
Give me an intelligence check, both of you.
Intelligence.
20.
Oh, 13.
Escanor, you do know that, like you said, I said, elves aren't very common here, and this one guy looks like Goren, who happens to be a drow, which aren't very common here. Unfortunately, you do remember that drows, of any elf, they do seem to be the most common type here. That might make it a little bit harder, but just that you know, look for elves.
Be on the prowl for elves.
Elves. If we find any, I do speak a bit of Elvish.
I think that would probably come in handy.
That might be a bit interesting for them as well, coming out of a dwarf.
Okay, so with that, you should have control of your tokens, so you can move into the residential district. So,
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I just had my box over the screen.
Forgot I'm proficient. I know Elvish as well. So
okay, with that, we're gonna cut to Goren. He has just left the cave of his where he woke up in. As you go outside, it's a little bit colder than you're used to. You can definitely tell you're up north. You do see a mountain not too far off in the distance. It looks like there's some smoke arising from like a small peak in it.
Okay. So I'm just trying to see if there's anything that could expedite my traveling a little bit easier. And besides Dimension Door, which is only 500 feet, I don't really have anything. Yeah, I guess he's just gonna go. Oh, it's gonna be bad. Roll well, my friend. Okay. Goren's really bad at surviving without the Fey help. And I wouldn't have my pixie at the moment because I technically died.
I do believe you actually did summon him or her when you woke up in that place before.
immediately upon waking up, summon.
Yeah, you did resummon the pixie. I remember that.
Okay. Okay. Then her survival might be better. It technically is. Okay. Can she find some way out of this mountain path?
Yeah, she can kind of see what looks like the path your your doppelganger would have used to go to the city if he needed to go there.
Alright, he'll let her follow and go through. I'm in a completely different body, right? Or
it is the same. It's a different body, but it has the same stats because it's a clone of your body.
but I look different.
Nope, it's your same body and everything.
Okay.
Like I said, it's a clone of your body.
You're Goren number 2.
Well, they could. One could argue. Well, they can. Clone my stats, but put me in a different body. But that's fine.
Yeah, like I said, for flavor wise, it's a modified version of the clone spell. Just so you know, above game know what happened. That he basically cloned your body, but it was going to transplant his soul into it instead. But some gobbledygook let you when he killed you, transferred your soul into it as well.
I've got it now. It's Asian power. I got it now.
Yeah.
Fucking Asians.
I'm so glad there's somebody here who will get the references. Anyway,
As you're traveling, give me a perception check.
Oh, wow. I'm actually, if I remember right, Goren's not bad at these.
Find out.
It's not great, but it's not bad. That's a 16.
Yeah, on the path, you happen to see out of your corner of your eye, because it's been snowing, there is a blood stain kind of off the trail a little ways. And a body. What do you wish to do?
How hungry is Goren?
Well, technically, you haven't. That body has never eaten anything ever.
So he's pretty hungry, right?
I would say so, yes.
Alright, he's gonna approach the body then.
Okay. Want to give me an investigation check on it?
Sure. It's a 9.
Well, you can't tell what type of creature it was, because it looks like it's been something else has partially eaten it already, because its stomach is kind of ripped open, and all its entrails are gone. Bunch of
Can I
claw
make a
marks
survival
over it.
check on it?
Yes, if you want to make a survival for that too.
Woo!
Yeah, something
Goren-
killed and ate
Goren
this.
Goren just jumps in and just starts eating whatever meat he can off the ribs.
Okay.
This looks good.
You also do find a few pieces of gold on it, but about 10.
pieces.
Grab
Hey.
the arm,
Means
grab the
of
leg, just take a
cooking
bite
this.
out of it.
He's going to, let me see.
Okay, give me a constitution check.
Hold on.
All the nat ones
Okay,
out of
sorry,
the way.
I was reading a spell of something and it's not anything pertinent. You said a constitution check?
Yep. Or saving throw, sorry.
Oh,
That
that's
works. Whatever, you rolled a saving throw, so. Yeah, you pretty much immediately throw it back up.
Oh, so hungry.
And now you got blood smeared all over your face and hands.
Good. Cause yeah, I'm just looking over what my fairy can do and there's just nothing.
Give me another perception
like-
check.
Another perception check. That's 22.
You see a small fox kind of hiding behind a bush, waiting for you to maybe leave so it can start eating this body.
Goren's just gonna look at it and just be like, he goes to blast it, but he's like, oh, too much work.
What are you gonna do? Keep heading on to the city
He's gonna
then?
just try and head toward civilization.
Okay, so yeah, about an hour passes and you come across start seeing the outskirts of a small little town.
What kind of things do they grow in the farming district?
This area you see a bunch of what looks like clearly looks like a vineyard. You do see.
Goren's just gonna start eating grapes.
Okay.
Just gonna get 2 trees and just start eating grapes.
Yeah, it is kind of winter, so most of the farming stuff is gone. Just these are cold brewed grapes, which is a specific kind of wine. So after a couple minutes of just scarfing down
Oh, no glad.
grapes, you see some guy come up. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Eating.
Well, you're eating my crops. If you could please stop that now before I call the guards on you.
So hungry. Came from mountains.
Okay. Let me roll something here. If you stop eating them, I can see you're starving. I can get you some food back at my house. Can you please just stop eating the grapes?
Fleur.
What does fleur mean?
Oh, he stands up as just approaches the man. Lead the way.
As you can see, I was looking at his face like, oh, into. As he leads you back to his house and he starts going towards you. You do see a kettle on his fireplace that's bubbling some soup in it. Well, luckily this is just about done, so he gets you a bowl of it. He hands it to you with a spoon.
He doesn't even take the spoon. He just takes the bowl and just starts chugging.
Okay, give me another con save.
Oil alive from the inside.
You take, let's see here, 1 fire damage, because that was really hot.
Goren doesn't even care at this point.
I didn't even let it cool down. You must have been hungry.
Ugh.
I won't report. So, what happened to you? Why were you get lost in the forest?
Goren's gonna think about it for a second. Teleported incorrectly.
Ah, yeah, magic. That's a whole can of worms I didn't want to ever get myself into.
Yeah, I kind of felt like a can of worms when I landed.
Don't see many elves around here. Usually, you're kind of the ones we tend to get into because they like the darkness of the main part of the city.
Like I said, teleported.
Where'd you teleport from?
Goren thinks about it. The capital.
Ooh, that's a pretty hefty teleport.
Yeah, that's why it was a little inaccurate.
Well, I'd imagine there should be some people in the, if you need to get back, talk to people up in the, civil district up in the top of the city. They'd be able to hopefully help you get back to where you need to. I think they do have a teleportation circle up there, if I recall.
I could try.
You need some more soup. You down that bowl pretty quick.
Okay, it was just food.
He dishes you up another bowl of it.
I have, he chugs it.
Okay, do another con save.
Yes! Let the bad roll come!
You take another 1 fire damage. Well, I better get back to, tending my crops. You can stay here and relax for a bit. So what do you wish to do now? Impy, you there?
Goren's actually just gonna go ahead and head toward wherever he can find an inn.
Okay. Yeah, give me a perception check when you go outside.
At 12.
Okay. Yeah. Outside, basically, you don't really see anything that looks like a district or anything like that, because he didn't bother to ask the gentleman how to get to where he told you to go. You do see kind of at the center of this kind of area, you see a statue of a dwarf. Kind of holding up a big axe with a really kind of accentuating this big belt he has on his waist. It says full Furgrim Ironhammer, Dwarven hero of the War of Ascension.
Are there a lot of people outside, or
You see a few people here and there. It's not super busy here.
okay? He's gonna just start.
You do see what seems to be people walking towards kind of a doorway in the side of the mountain, though.
Doorway in the side of the mountain. Where exactly is that relative to the map?
Right here.
Oh, okay. So this here's mountain.
Yeah, this is just ground. This area down here is just ground. There's nothing there.
Okay. Well,
This isn't an over the top. It's like a side view of the city. I should have
Okay.
mentioned. Here, let me. Like, this is towards the sky, basically.
That's toward the sky. Wait, I'm confused. You're trying to give me. Oh, okay, I got it. So this is mountain.
Yeah, that's mountain.
Gotcha. Okay. So either way, I gotta be down here. Okay. I guess Goren has no choice but to start at the base, because I mean, he does have a choice. He can't just boop himself up there or have the pixie cast fly, but he'll start at the ground floor.
Yeah, you see a big. That was my fault for not describing this map better. It's not aerial view; it's side view.
It's the Polaris thing that's throwing me off, because I'm like, what's the squiggly line here? Is this just uncultivated mountain range? But I got it.
There, I'll do that. Yeah, do you go through the big kind of doorway?
Right, he'll just start go inside the doorway.
Okay, so yeah, as you walk through the doorway, you're kind of greeted to this big, giant, cavernous area where you see a bunch of columns kind of supporting what looks like the ceiling every few feet down this massive cavern. You see a bunch of hanging, lighted like chandeliers that are lighting up the area with some kind of magical jeweled crystals hanging from each of them to produce light by some kind of what you can just best tell is magical effects. You see a bunch of, nice looking, decent looking houses, nothing like high end kind of lining up here, but you see houses kind of lining the streets. And to see a bunch of people going about their day. It looks like at the center of it, you just see a big giant column that looks bigger than the rest of them that are kind of more supports.
He's just gonna continue walking until something catches his interest.
Okay, so with that, we're gonna cut back to Polaris and Escanor. So you kind of see that same thing as I described as you came into the main entryway as well. So what are your guys' first plans now that you're here?
Since we're just entering the lower residential area, just want to see what do we see when we're first walking in through here.
Yeah, basically the same thing I described. It's basically kind of the entranceway. You see a bunch of, like I said, this looks like the residential district. what you're seeing is basically the normal houses, nothing like high-end rich people. You don't see anything that looks like a slums either. Just basically typical houses, the same kind of crystal suspended from the ceiling, giving off light in here.
Dear God, we're in suburbia.
Is it like a lot of commotion and activity going on, or is it kind of like light traffic at the moment?
Light traffic, because you're more, like I said, in the residential entrance.
Okay.
You just see a few guards posted here and there.
If I had to gander here, since there's few dwarves around here, there's got to be a tavern of some kind around here. I think we should check in there first, just to see our lone killer happens to be
What did
nearby.
the killer look like again? I remember you were saying something about a drow, but do we remember any other identifying marks or any other details other than just hello, we are looking for drow?
Do I recall anything?
You know exactly what he looks like. He looks exactly like Goren.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, just like, I just kind of say that. It's like, he looks just like Goren, alive.
Oh. Yeah, it'd be kind of weird if he looked like Goren but dead, like Goren.
Yes. I do agree. That's who we're looking for. Keep your eyes peeled.
Hmm.
Okay, so you wish to seek out a bar?
Yes. Yep, just in case.
Okay. So give me a perception check, both of you.
Perception. Uh-huh. I'm actually rather decent at this.
11. Hey,
12.
far off.
You basically see. You don't see anything that looks like a bar in this area. You see a few signs that say, the Iron District, the Gold District, the Copper District, and you see one sign that says, the Great Elevator, as it kind of points towards the center of the city.
I don't understand any of this.
I believe this is Dwarvish district. So a lot of it is based off of minerals and metals that they work with. So
I thought this was mainly almost all dwarven districts.
it's just much easier for them to track, I'm sure.
Well, where do we go? Where do we even start?
I would say keep your eyes peeled on anyone taller than your typical dwarf. Pretty sure elves are going to be quite a bit taller compared to the dwarves.
You do see the human every now and then, too, so that might not work the best, honestly. Which humans are generally comparative to elves in height.
Well,
I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this without it sounding really bad.
pretty sure most humans are going to be a little bit lighter shade.
Lighter,
brown.
lighter complexion as opposed
Yeah.
to drow.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than saying narrowed out the darkies.
I said, I'm pretty
A
sure they're
drow
going to
will
be.
stick out because they will be clearly different, yes.
Drow have
Oh,
a
see,
a slightly darker complexion, if I remember correctly.
humans such as myself are going to be less likely to see the sun more often compared to a drow.
Anyways, where
A
do you wish
drow,
to head out to try to find something?
we can't find a tavern. Would it be out of the question to
Like a
talk to the
library.
guards?
about a possible library? Because I believe Goren would probably be in there, going over books and whatnot. So maybe a library or a study of some kind.
Wait, Goren can read?
I would hope so. I mean, he's got
I
to
don't
be
know. Wimpy,
he's
can
got to be a
Goren
wizard
read?
of some kind. He's a magician of some kind. He's
Wimpy's
got to be able to do
muted.
that.
Yes, he can read.
Mm.
So, pretty sure for a magic user, he's got to be able to read.
I don't know. Warlock, they don't technically need to. Anyway, so yeah, what's your plan then?
There are plenty of guards around.
Ask one, and I ask a different one. See if we come up with the same answer.
Better than nothing.
Plus, I think you'll probably be able to talk to them a little bit easier since you give off the appearance of a dwarf. They might
Ah.
take more kindly to you.
Now what you said we saw some guards. What race are these guards?
Dwarves.
Dwarves?
You're gonna ask a dwarf, one of the guards.
Yeah. I think we're gonna try to ask a couple guards.
Okay, Laris, I'll let you go first, just because you had that better initiative check when we did this thing starting. So.
Hi.
You go up to one of the guards. Greetings, citizen. What can I do for you on this fine day?
Greetings. I am looking for a companion of mine who seems to have recently gotten himself lost. You wouldn't happen to have seen any drow around here, have you, around these parts? And I'll give him a rudimentary description of Goren.
Let me think here. I do seem to recall one I thought was a drow wander through here not too long ago, looking kind of befuddled, for the best lack of a better word. Might have been hitting the sauce a little early. Can't say I blame a person, but
he tends to do that. Well, you wouldn't happen to remember which direction he was heading, would you?
no, he kind of meandered off in some weird direction after he came in through here.
All right, well, at least I know that he's somewhere in the city.
Best guess was if he was partaking, he probably went to the bar up in the commercial district.
If you could, remind me, which direction would that be again?
Yeah, I don't seem to have seen you before, so I know I shouldn't consider that every dwarf is going to know their way around the city. Yeah, you're going to want to take the great elevator up. You can find better directions once you reach there.
Thank you very much for your help.
And if you head to the Great Bear, tell Head Deck I said hello.
Definitely, thank you. Just kind of wave over to Escanor after he speaks to whoever he's talking to.
So we'll cut to
other guard.
Escanor asking his question. Yes.
Over?
Can I? Yep. It's what you were gonna. What were you gonna ask the guard?
I was going to ask him if he's seen, insert Gordon's physical description here, as if he saw anyone coming through here. Archer looking like such.
Roll for him. No, my good sir, I did not see any drow come through, but I've only been on duty for about an hour. So, it did come through. It might have been before that.
Oh, enough. I'll keep my eyes out, and you as well, since you're just freshly on duty here.
My best guess would be to maybe check the library up in the civil district. You might have maybe gone there.
And since I'm not familiar with the place, how do I get there?
Yes, you'd want to take the great elevator up to there. You should be able to find your way from there.
Ah, thank you. You've been most helpful. Have a and have a good shift.
Yes, yes, I will try my best. It's winter, not much stuff tends to happen around here this time of year.
Rudolph.
So you and
And then
Laris can meet back up then?
Yep. We'll join once more and discuss what we've been told.
Well, the guard that I spoke to seemed to remember seeing somebody fitting Goren's description. They seemed, according to the guard, rather befuddled, confused, and out of sorts. He says that he possibly been looked like they've been drinking heavily, so they suggested to check out the bar up in the commercial district.
Oh, so it's possible he could end up there. One guard that I spoke to said that he had just gotten on his shift, but he could be up in the civil district, possibly the library. We just simply have to take the great elevator straight up.
Oh, it's very, very simple then. Either way, it's just we go to the great elevator.
So I think we should let's head to the commercial district then.
Sounds like a plan.
As we head to the great elevator.
Okay, so with that, we're going to cut to Wimpy again. So what are your plans now that you're inside the residential district?
He's just gonna wander around until he finds someone that he can ask questions about where the hell he's at.
Let me...
Forgot to move my token.
Oh, it's less likely to look like we're gonna run into each other.
Yeah, but we just spoke to some guards, and now they're going to talk to someone who looks exactly like who we're looking for.
So about 10 minutes later, you see a human guard come up and ask you, "Sir, are you doing okay?"
Fine. Where am I?
You've been hitting the sauce? Because you seem a little out of sorts.
Gore's just gonna breathe after eating that raw meat, walking in, vomiting with the dribble still on his face. He's just gonna turn his face and just go right into the guard's face.
Let me roll something for this then. Oof. I don't know what you've been eating, but ugh.
Yeah, I found it on the side of the road in the mountains. It was teleported. Missed the target. I was lost in the mountains.
Oh. Well, you're in the city of Polaris. I don't know where you came from, but I suggest you maybe go take some time to rest at the inn up in the commercial district.
I need to get out of here. Is there a teleportation circle or someone that I can ask to contact the capital?
I'd imagine there'd be someone like that up in the civil district, but I'd say you should take some time to rest and get some proper food in you at the inn.
I just had 2 bowls of soup from one of the farmers.
Okay.
And some grapes.
Well, here, let me take you to the elevator, get it up there. As he kind of leads you to that big column in the center of the city. as you get close to it, you hear a bunch of, like, mechanical clanking kind of sounds. Metal on metal, stone on stone, kind of slight grinding.
Goren's actually gonna have, as we're approaching the elevator, he's just going to look at the guard. Have you, and this is gonna sound weird, but I need you to just answer me. Have you seen me before in town?
I think I'd remember Elf. Don't see too many around here.
Okay. So it'd be unusual if anyone had seen someone like me before. Or recently.
Not super unusual, just maybe I haven't, maybe someone else did. I couldn't tell you for sure.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks.
Yeah, as you get closer to the center spire thing, you see a bunch of small, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Barred up doors. As you see one of them, kind of the bars kind of like sink down as people kind of get out of it. Kind of see some of them dressed in kind of nicer clothes, like they're like kind of more higher end people. You see a few people that are kind of like blacksmith aprons, kind of covered in soot and all that, kind of getting
So
off on there.
It's all trellised then.
Yeah, trellis would be a good
All right.
You see a big door that doesn't seem to be opening right now, but it's got a considerably bigger gate to it. It's like maybe this is designed to put bigger stuff in. So I can't stop you from going to the civil district, but I would recommend taking some time to rest up at the Great Bear. Be able to get a room and some food or food there.
See how I'm feeling.
Someone might be able to get you information about the person you're looking for, because the bar, people go, stuff begins to get passed through around there.
Alright, thanks.
So he kind of points out those groups of elevators should take you to the commercial district. There's one's kind of on the north side of it. The ones on the west side should take you up to civil district.
Okay. Appreciated. As Goren is just as the minutes keep clicking and that food is being digested, is feeling better and better.
So what elevator are you gonna go on then? Which one you want to go to?
You call. I'm gonna roll a d4. Evens or odds? Boss.
I'm gonna go odds.
You choose for me.
Hey, and I'm going to subsequently do my own roll for this. So in your kind of stupor, you think you're going to get on the civil district one, but you get into the commercial district one.
Okay.
As the trellis kind of closes behind you, and you see the kind of the attendant going up. As he kind of pushes a button, you hear some stone grinding, some metal kind of grinding as the floor above you kind of shifts a little bit. As you kind of start going up, and you can tell you're slowly spinning as you're going up. Give me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Yeah. 7.
As you don't fall flat on your face, but you kind of, the jostling of the movement kind of makes you kind of fall into that person next to you, as that you kind of catch yourself on them. Is your first time riding an elevator, buddy, or are you just that drunk already?
He's just gonna look at him. Fuck you!
I don't need this.
Oh, yeah, I don't need it this early either. Judgmental prick.
Says the prick that fell into me.
I'm learning to balance again, okay? It was an accident. Trying my best here.
Kind of taken aback, learning to balance it. Heck is this? You know what? I'm not going to deal with this guy. He's crazy. The sooner I can get off this elevator, the better. So after a few, about a minute or so, feel the elevator stop spinning as it comes across another kind of trellis gate as the bars kind of fall down. Commercial district.
Fuck! Ah, you'll get off the elevator.
Okay, so what do you wish to do now that you're here?
I guess I gotta go to that stupid bear place. Better not be like one of those other bear places I went to in town that someone tried to prank me with. Too many damn bears in that place. I had to fight my way out.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Goren means a zoo. Double natural ones, baby.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Not used to this body whatsoever. Ooh, this is
Let
not
the
working
bad
out.
rolls come.
So you find yourself outside of a place that's got a symbol of some constellation on the front of it. You can't make out what it is, but you hear some banging and chatting, like talking, coming from inside of it.
He just pushes open the door. If there's a door.
Is
Yep,
he
there's
so
a-
unlucky that he fell ass backwards into the right place?
Nope. You see, when you enter there, you see a dwarf kind of hammering away at an anvil and with some piece of metal. You piece of crap sword. You're supposed to be straight. Why are you crooked? As he's banging away. Why is the dull side sharp and the sharp side dull?
Goren's going to approach him. Have you thought about trying to do it the opposite way?
Kind of sits there, stunned for a second. Of course! He flips it over and grabs it.
No, like the side that you're hammering on. Have you tried hammering opposite to what you were doing?
Like he flips the sword over and starts hammering it. It's a good idea. Let's try it. Ugh. Anyway, what can I do for you today, my good? Don't see many elves in here. Elves, sir.
I need to get back to the capital, or at least send a message to the capital.
Well, I don't know what brought you here, because I'm not going to be of much help to you. Probably want to talk to the mayor up in the civil district.
Elevators, yeah, how do I, which ones? How do?
Well, it sounds like you're in a hurry, but you probably should take some time to rest and clear your head from the looks of it.
Why is everybody concerned about how much rest I have? He's just gonna fall right on the floor and pass out.
Ugh. Okay, with that, we're going to cut back to Larisk and Escanor.
Oh, this is great.
You guys arrive at the central spire kind of thing. You see all the elevators.
Going to the commercial district. Do you know which one of these goes there?
Give me a perception check.
Let's go. What's that? 19.
On the side you're on, you can see kind of some signs above some of the gateways. You can see one that says um, Jewel District and Forge District.
Understand this? It doesn't make any sense. Why can't they just say commercial and civil and forge and why they gotta be so damn complicated?
Just one way that they can stay organized. That's all. Know exactly where everybody's at all times.
Ah, I don't know which district is what.
How about this? We will start with the Forge one, since that's where.
You don't even, but it's not labeled as forge. There's a jewel district and another weird name district and forage district. But did it actually say forge? Did it say forage?
Forge District.
I said forage.
Yeah.
Forge.
But that looks like there. Yep, it looks like there was only. There's two other sides that you can't see looking.
We'll just
How about
start
we-
over here and work our way over.
Yes, let's just look on the sides. Maybe one of these will say commercial.
We are on the commercial district.
No, you never. I never said you went up the elevators.
Oh, I thought we had just gotten off the elevator there.
Oh,
I said you just got to the elevator.
Oh, then
Oh.
we're going straight up.
yes,
We're
my
going
bad.
straight up. Yeah. We'll just
Yeah, well,
hop
look
forward.
for one that says commercial.
Yeah, you go to one of the other sides and you see one that says commercial district.
Okay.
Ah.
We'll head that direction.
There it is. Take the lift up and find the bar and find the killer.
It's up in the civil district. There you go.
Well,
Oh, never mind. I think I got my district mixed up.
yes. You were looking at something about a library in the civil district, and I was told that the person we're looking for might kind of look kind of drunk and might have been going back to the bar in the commercial district.
We'll start there first.
Okay, so yeah, you take the elevator up. You have that same kind of. Everyone, give me a dexterity check as the elevator starts up.
Dexterity. 18.
30, 24.
Yeah, you feel the elevator that you're on this floor kind of start moving as it starts going up. It jostles you a bit, but you don't get affected by it. After like a few minutes ride,
luck.
you see the elevator worker kind of say commercial district as the kind of the trellises fall down and you up there.
Finally.
Kind of look at the guy making the announcement there, but I don't suppose you've seen anything out of the ordinary around here, have you?
They did have a guy almost fall over in my elevator earlier today, and he kind of bumped into another rider. That was kind of interesting. About an hour ago, I'd say.
I kind of look over at Lars, like, pretty sure that's
Quite.
our guy.
Question for continuity.
Yes.
I was under the impression that we reached the city before Goren, or did he reach the city before us?
He reached it before you.
I think we're.
I just did that initiative to see who we had stuff due for.
Okay, yeah, that's where I just had gotten a little confused. Since we had done our stuff first, I was under the impression that we had been looking around and that we did our stuff first before Goren did his stuff. So it's like, wait, then how is this going on and what happened when? But okay, now I got everything straight. Like, wouldn't have happened to have been an elf, would it? Like a drow?
I believe it was. He was kind of muttering incoherently.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like him.
That sounds like our killer.
Sounds like the guy we're looking for.
Thank you. Do you know which way he went?
I didn't see that, unfortunately, because I had to take the elevator back down.
Fair enough. Thank you for your help. You're helping us narrow down our search. Thank you. Means he's somewhere here in the commercial district. Let's go find this bastard.
Uh, let's get this wrapped up.
Now we'll get off the elevator.
They are technically up here. Okay,
Now
so
the
where does
timelines are.
you guys wish to search first?
I think we're looking for the bar, weren't we? That's why we came here.
Yes. Start there first.
Okay, so give me a
Matt.
perception check.
If I were a bar, where would I be?
Where all the drunk people are at. Oh,
Yep, give me a perception.
18.
20.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, you both happen to see kind of one of those signs that's got like a bunch of different arrows on it that point to different directions. You see one that says like food stalls, clothing shops, odds general stores, armory, weaponsmiths, and you see one that says food and or sees inns and food.
I think we'll start there at the foods and inns.
Yeah, as you're kind of walking through this area, you see that's kind of same kind of setup as all the other floors had. Those same kind of like pillars that seem to be like supporting between everything here. Same kind of like lighting up crystals that seem to be giving the area light. Ironically, it's the same color of the sun that you just happen to notice.
Huh.
Basically, looking through here, it seemed like this entire area was carved and hollowed out. Everything was built inside of it after that.
Very nice custom strip around here.
Talk about dwarven ingenuity.
Dwarves too.
After a few minute walk, you come across the kind of area. You see kind of a nice little fountain in the center of it. Kind of, shooting out water and stuff like that. And you see a bar with a kind of a giant bear kind of hanging from the sign of it. This is Great Bear.
Great Bear. That sounds good.
The Great Bear Lodge Inn and Tavern.
Looks like our place.
Right there.
You go in.
Yep. We enter the Great Bear.
You don't see many people inside right now. You see a few people. Looks like they're having some food, but you see a dwarf kind of. Seems like a tall dwarf standing behind the counter.
Oh, hello there. I'll keep.
Greetings. You're new here, I take it. I've never seen you gentlemen before.
And I haven't seen you before.
Well, I guess that proves it. So, you're looking to get some food today, or I'm not going to stop you. It's a little early, but I won't stop anyone from enjoying some of our fine dwarven ales.
Well, do appreciate the offer, but we are actually looking for a drow. I don't know. Have you seen one around here recently?
Oh, yeah, a buddy of mine that runs the right, that runs the Scudum, dropped one off that passed out in his shop a little bit about half an hour ago. Put him up in one of my rooms.
Are they here now?
He's been kind of apparently rumbling, drunken incoherentness, so we figured throw him up there to sober up a bit.
We inquire about what room he happens to be in. We're friends of his.
So is he always like this? Then I take it.
Yes.
Yes,
Ah,
unfortunately.
Not a little embarrassing, but it is what it is.
Oh, do you have the money to cover it, or did you know if he'll have funds on him to cover the room?
How much is the room?
Yeah, just put him in one of the cheap ones, just a gold a night.
Oh yeah, I think we have.
I've
means on
got
top of that.
this. I'll go ahead and give him 2 gold for the
He's
cost of the room and for keeping an eye on him for us.
yeah, he's up in room. Go to the second floor. He's up in room 203.
203.
Thank you. And most
Thank you.
helpful.
As you kind of go up to him, you notice that the area behind the bar is actually a little bit raised compared to what he is, so he can technically be eye level with like humans that are standing on the side of the bar he's on. There is kind of a raised part that's more designed for dwarves on the other half of it, or designed height wise. So
Makes sense.
All right. We know where this son of a bitch is now. We'll make our way up to the second floor.
Yeah. We'll just stay on guard and just enter like we're not trying to jump this guy.
Hold on. We're gonna have to do this very carefully. I can make sure the door's not locked. This guy looks just like Goren. So we'll get in quietly, and then I'll stab the bastard.
I'll just stand at the door just in case he tries to escape. Yeah.
Sounds like a
Thank
plan.
you.
Wimpy, would your fairy do anything when you're asleep like this? Because I'm assuming she'd come with you.
She would just sit above him. She would be obviously just kind of watching over him.
Okay, so what would she do if someone starts opening the door?
She'd go invisible and wait to see who it was. Because she has this.
Okay, so you who's opening the door?
I will open the door. I will try to do it very quietly.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
That's for the fairy's perception.
At 14 with a plus 11.
Okay, well, like I said, this was more because you're just gonna open the door, right?
Yeah, open it really carefully and quietly.
Okay, because yeah, as much as you want to stealth through it, it's not gonna stop the fairy from noticing the door is opening. So
yeah,
this was more just to see if Goren actually wakes up. So Goren, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
That's 14.
Wow, that's not bad.
Trying to remember, does this go to who this goes to if it's a tie? I'm drawing a blank.
Most DMs go, tie goes to the one perceiving. Because the idea is that if your players are looking for someone who's stealth, you want your players to have the advantage.
Okay, so yeah. You hear the door opening in the room you're not sure you got into, Goren. From what you can tell, it's been an hour since you passed out in that one place, guy's blacksmith.
Who's opening the door?
When I hear him talking, at that point, just gonna finish opening the door, then kind of rush up and stab them.
Okay.
While they're still more or less groggy.
The pixie would, as soon as the pixie saw it was an ally, and an ally ready to stab, she would immediately just run up and fly up into your face and let herself be known.
Well, are you still in dwarf form?
Yes.
So yeah, Pixie wouldn't recognize this person.
Okay, so Goren sees someone charging at him.
and then I just happen to stick my head through and be like, Goren?
You wouldn't know this is Goren.
It just looks like him, like the assassin that attacked Goren, who looked exactly like Goren. We were looking for the assassin.
True. If we don't want to cause a scene.
So do I get to roll my attack since he was still waking up,
I
or
mean-
how do you want to work this?
Yeah. Because Goren has a couple ways that he can defend himself since he knew someone was there.
Actually, is there anyone in the hallway that happens to be passing through?
No.
Then I just kind of walk in through the door too after.
So you basically, what you said you heard was basically, yeah, you heard him say who was there. The pixie would see Escanor walk through, which Goren would recognize.
Am I being attacked?
Dane says he's gonna want to do the attack, so yes.
You are.
Okay,
You are
so-
being attacked.
So I get a correspondent. Do I get something to defend myself, or am I stabbed?
You can cast a spell if you want.
Okay.
Yep. So,
Boop.
That is a wisdom save. And 21. I save.
nice.
Okay, so yeah, you can make the attack, but since what does the sneak attack entail again? Because you have to have
Sneak attack, I would need to have an ally within 5
Yeah,
feet,
you won't get
so
the
I wouldn't
sneak
get the
attack
sneak
damage.
attack. But I could still get the base for the attack if I can hit his AC. Which
Yeah.
Oh no,
was-
Zane doesn't. Oh no, Zane doesn't know what Goren does. Oh no, this is bad.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is bad. This is very bad for you, Zane.
I have no clue, and
This is very bad for you.
yeah, we're gonna find out, because even if I did, it would be meta, so still have no idea. So stabbity, 21 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for a whopping 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
And at this point,
Um,
I'll say Escanor has walked into the room.
Yeah.
At this point, I am going to do this. And I'm going to boop myself outside my room.
Inside the building or in the hallway?
In the hallway.
You still
be
take
right-
the damage,
right
though,
behind.
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I have to take damage for me to proc that.
Okay, making sure. Escanor, give me an intelligence check here.
What the hell?
As Escanor has a pixie flying up to his face.
Okay.
Intelligence 7.
I was gonna say, yeah, well, you can do this with advantage because that's something you've seen Goren do, not the one guy that killed him.
Like, wait a minute.
As like I said, as a pixie flies into your face.
Pixie, serious.
As wait a minute, this is Goren's pixie.
Something doesn't add up here. And what I have witnessed, who I assume to be, or Goren wannabe disappear.
Yeah, you would have seen him get stabbed, then disappear, and you're like, wait a minute, that's something Goren
Yeah.
does.
What the hell
Yeah.
happened?
Then, since I've seen that before, I'd be able to turn around, correct?
I don't
Be
know.
able to see him standing there.
No, he's
Or would I
invisible.
have to roll perception? Oh.
He's invisible right now, so you can't see him.
Damn it.
Who's invisible?
You are.
You turned invisible and teleported with your Misty Escape.
As soon as I get into the door frame, I am back to myself. I am uninvisibled.
You
Oh,
will
yeah,
remain
it's going to
invisible until
according
the
to your
start of your
thing,
next turn.
It says until your next turn.
Okay.
So I'm saying as of right now, you're invisible.
Okay.
Wait, that's what Goren does.
This
This fairy's here
bastard,
too.
this bastard killed Goren.
But his fairy's here. Just trying to like process everything since I'm just like witnessing so much at one time. It means he's still in here somewhere. He's still within the area.
The assassin?
Well,
You have,
if that was the assassin, that is seems to be pulling off Goren quite well.
because we
Can your
saw
pixie
Goren
talk?
die, didn't we?
Yes, unless something happened to him after he died.
I forget. Can your pixie talk, Goren?
She can. She
Ah.
only speaks one language, but she can.
What does she speak?
She
'Cause I
speaks
speak
Sylvan, and
Sylvan.
technically, I could speak through her too.
And I speak Sylvan. I speak Common, Elvish, but my primary language is Sylvan.
I can able to speak Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
Okay, are you saying anything through your pixie then, Goren?
Not until my next turn.
Okay. I'll say enough time has passed so it's your turn now, so you're no longer invisible.
How close am I to Zane's character?
You have Escanor between him and you.
Okay.
Just 10 feet.
Sorry, I have to do a quick. Because a 5x5, 10-foot cube.
By the way, this area is not to scale, so...
No, that's fine. I'm drawing it, and it's centered on me. From where I'm centered at, would Zane's character be in that cube? So no.
I'm going to say yes.
I'm here.
Well,
And
that'd
I'm
be
going
like-
to. I might be doing something that gives me a cube like that.
Actually, I'm going to say no to that, because he's going to be... Basically, Escanor would be here.
It's like we're
Okay.
basically in a row.
Okay, I am going to roll a Constitution check. Since Escanor is between us, to see if Goren's blind rage cues him enough to recognize Escanor.
Nice.
Okay. As Goren just looks like he's going to start moving toward the person trying to stab him. I hope you enjoy elevator, Escanor.
See. That you underneath there? Warren?
You don't know that he is alive. You're like, why is the guy that looks like the one that killed Goren talking like he knows me?
Yeah, like when the way that I'm talking is like very like
Confused?
is this him? Very suspicious like. I'm trying to kind of carry on conversation like it is Goren, but still very questionable. Since the last time I knew, Goren was dead. But this is throwing things off a little. So,
Does it look like Lairsk is still coming at to kill me?
I don't know. See?
I'm going to take a held. Could I hold something in case he does start moving toward me?
Yes, I'd say that's fine.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do now that this guy seems to recognize you, Escanor?
part of me wants to do an insight check just to see if it feels like this is him or not. I, I want to do insight check just to see
Okay,
if
roll for it.
this is who this guy is.
I was waiting for you to roll it, so.
13.
I don't know, something seems like this might actually be Goren's, considering that his pixie's here, too.
So I'm feeling kind of like this could be him, but I'm still kind of 50-50 on it.
Are you gonna do anything?
I'm not going to attack him. I'm
Like
just
you're gonna maybe rein in the other guy? You don't tell me, I'm gonna say it's Laris' turn to do something.
And that'll be bad news for Larsk.
Lark? I think Lark was here. Or the fairy.
Right, you're barely coming in right now, Skull Smasher.
Be. I think I'm going to wait right now.
Okay, Laris, what do you want to do?
I want to try to move my way around Escanor to get another stab in on this fucker that killed Goren.
Okay, yeah, he's an ally, you can move right by him. Unless Escor decides to stop you.
Oh, he said he was going to stand. I was waiting to see if he was going to do anything, but he said he's just going to stand and wait. So I'm going to move my way past him and try to go in with another stab because this fucker, as far as we know, killed Goren.
Okay. Since what was Wimpy holding then? Since he's gonna, this dwarf's still gonna.
Let him do his attack first.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Okay. Rapier. 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And since Escanor is right next to you as well, I would also get
am
my
I an
sneak
enemy to
attack.
Escanor? Am I an enemy to Escanor?
That is a good question.
Are you considering this guy an enemy right now, Escanor?
Right now, I'm 50-50 on it right now.
Then there's no sneak attack because I am not being considered an enemy.
All right. Then I will proceed with my Havity some Stabity.
Things just don't add up right now for Escanor.
For another 9 piercing damage.
Okay, as soon as you stab me, Goren's going to make sure that blade stays stuck in him, and he's going to do this.
What the hell?
Okay,
So
which
you
way
either
you
need to
taking
let
that?
go of your blade or you're coming with me.
Which way you going?
He's waiting to see if the I don't know how you want to do this, because Lersk technically isn't willing, and I'm taking the rapier with me. That's what I'm taking with me. If you want to say Lersk, if he hangs on, he comes with me or not.
See here.
I don't suppose I could grab on, could I? I grab on to Laris here, seeing
Because
what I'm saying right now.
as soon as Goren gets stabbed, Goren's gonna say, "Going up."
As soon as I see weird magic-y shit going on, I'm not gonna hold on to that sword if I just see a bunch of weird magic shit happening.
Okay, so yeah, you gonna say he's gonna let go and not be willing to go with?
Okay,
Yeah.
Goren's just gonna teleport him outside of the tavern. Teleport himself outside the tavern with the rapier still in him.
Okay, so yeah, you no longer have a sword then, Therisk.
Really liked that sword. At least I still have my dagger.
Goren's gonna put himself 20 feet away from the tavern door. No, he's gonna put himself 40 feet away from the tavern door. And he's going to ready for something in case Lairs comes out looking for him.
Okay, Goren, give me another Intelligence check here.
Goren?
Sorry, Escanor, my bad.
What was that? I was
Intelligence
just
check.
reading my descriptions. Repeat. I'm gonna go.
With advantage.
What am I rolling?
Intelligence check.
Intelligence. Okay. I just didn't hear what I was supposed to roll.
Yep, intelligence check with advantage.
22.
Okay, so yeah, now you're almost certain that this isn't the way this guy's acting. It is, and the fact that his pixie's here. You're pretty much 100% certain at this point that somehow Goren survived that, and this is probably him.
That doesn't make any sense.
What are you babbling about?
Like, I think I'm almost 100% certain that was him. Just the antics, the fairy, what he just did here. I think he was still alive.
We saw him turn to dust.
That could have been a ruse. We know that could have just been a simple setup, so then no one would go looking for him.
But if it was a setup, why wouldn't he tell us?
Because it's Goren. Doesn't have to explain anything. He'll just do whatever he feels like.
You came into a room where I was sleeping. I didn't have any time to say anything. You went stabby stabby. How is this any of Goren's fault? You're lucky you didn't get teleported 500 feet in the air and dropped.
I was kind of hoping you'd do that because you just wind up in a
That was
different
the plan if
district.
you decided to hold on to the rapier. That's why I said this is very bad for Polaris, because anyone who tries to kill Goren, he tends to drop 500 feet from the air.
Say, he doesn't have to explain himself. It's just Goren. Because that whole dimension door thing is what he typically does in order to finish somebody off. Seen it before.
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen that, Larisk. You weren't there for that multiple times he's done that.
There was someone trying to assassinate Goren, and Goren said, do you really want my body? And the guy was like, well, I mean, technically, yes, to kill you. And he booped him 500 feet in the air and dropped him.
Yeah. Yes, that actually did happen. It was just like, wait, what just happened? And then it was gone.
Goren, don't fuck around. You try and kill him. He's gonna make sure at least you die first.
Well, this is awkward. This is rather awkward. What do you propose we do?
My thing is, I would suggest changing out of the form that you're in right now. That way, Goren can't suspect that you're going to pursue him. I did not attack him, so I would have reason to believe that he's still sees me as an ally.
Question, what's your pixie doing?
Yeah, I was just about to ask if the pixie was still here.
Pixie still in the room with them, Wimpy?
If given more than 6 seconds, no. Because I would have called her back. Goren would call her to his side.
Okay, because right away, Escanor would have said, I think that's actually Goren, and she would have heard that.
And thusly, I would have heard that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your response to hearing that?
This is awkward.
Goren's going to speak through his fairy, because he can do that.
What
Come
do you
outside,
say?
drop your weapons as you exit the tavern, and I won't blast you into oblivion.
Now, you said the fairy can only speak in one language, so is it
Sylvan.
coming out in that one language, or is it coming out in common?
Read the box.
In your own voice, even if you're familiar is normally capable. Okay, so we're hearing it in common. Okay.
We hear Goren.
You hear my literal voice.
Yeah.
Like, well, where are you located? There's no windows in this room, is there?
He told you specifically what he wanted.
He said, come outside.
Drop your weapons outside. Drop your weapons outside and come out, or I'm blasting you to oblivion.
Let's just see what he wants. Let's go. Let's head down there.
I don't
So
know.
we make our way towards Gordon.
And then, as he's saying this, Goren's going to pop on this. He's going to pop on mage armor, so that way he actually has some sort of armor on his body.
Okay, just out of question, out of curiosity, are you sticking to the same dwarf form, Larisk, or are you going to change to a different form?
Hmm. I don't want to say he'd go back to his original form because that'd be weird. And plus, I don't know how they take the changelings here.
You're going to stick to the dwarf form for now, then?
Just for the moment until we get outside.
Okay, and how do you exit the bar?
Slowly, just more. Well, at least I can speak for myself, not really for Escanor. Just slowly, just kind of hands raised, open palms showing to that show that's okay, not holding anything.
And Escanor would do the same as soon as we get outside. So
You
otherwise,
see
it
them.
might raise a few eyebrows amongst the civilians and guards as we're going through the area.
Who's first out the door?
It'll be Escanor.
Okay. Are you throwing your weapons away?
Yes, I'll put them out in front of me. You know, line between myself and you, Goren.
Yep, he'll just wherever you want to throw them, just throw them away from yourself.
Yep.
Okay, you are not blasted.
I'd say Laris comes out of the door after that.
He's getting blasted. So that's a 19.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Even with disadvantage, that hits because I have a cloak of displacement on.
Oh, what? Roll 20. Roll 20. Why would I care about a spell description for an attack?
Just in case.
Why did you choose this? Why did you change this? It says output attack, that spell card. What are you doing?
Roll 20 being roll 20.
Roll 20 being roll 20.
And it's still There we go. That's 19 total points worth of damage.
Ow!
Oh, I get a second beam with that too, so
Oh, joy.
that's a 15 to hit. You don't have a displacer cloak since you technically got hit with this.
Nope, but 15 does not hit. I have an AC
Okay,
of 16.
so the second beam misses.
Second beam misses after the first one knocks me on my ass.
Hold
Grace,
on.
I'm
let
like,
me
what are you doing?
See if I have any other features to my blast. No, I only have the agonizing blast, which is add my charisma modifier to it. So, okay. It's only I'm sorry. It's only 15 points worth of damage.
Okay, only 15? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, upon hitting the ground, I'll take this opportunity to shift back. Ow! That fucking hurt!
Yeah, like you stabbing me, you bastard!
Bitch, how dare you live? We saw you get disintegrated. How the fuck are you alive?
Explain yourself. Hands are still raised up, by the way.
We saw you get turned to ash by someone who looks exactly like you. Ow! I have my sword back.
Is his sword magical?
No.
Gore's just gonna try and snap it over his leg.
Give me a strength check.
You pissed off Goren. He's not happy. That's a 17.
You don't break it, but it does bend.
Gore's like, he just throws it back to him.
Oh my... Damn it.
Wait, we can get that bent back. That won't be an issue.
Ow.
You're lucky I didn't drop you from 500 feet above.
Yes, thank you for not doing that.
If I didn't recognize Escanor, that would have been trouble for you. Whatever the hell you are. He looks at Larisk.
Ow.
Goren, what happened between what appeared to be your death up until this point?
I mean, I did die. Actually, I'm curious about that, Escanor. Do I remember any more bodies in the lab?
You saw what would have been other flasks that you could assume were probably more bodies, but you just didn't want to open them.
Okay. Goren's just like, if I give you the area of where secret laboratory's at, that may or may not contain vessels of my own flesh cloned from my body, into which my soul escaped and transported itself into, because I'm really curious if that gives me nigh immortality. Would you kill me now to see if that is the case?
Maybe after you show us the location, we might test the theory. But
Goren,
you must prove yourself
would be happy
first.
to show you.
Lord knows the world doesn't need any more Gorns running around.
Escanor, give me an intelligence check.
Escanor's just puzzled and somewhat intrigued by what he's hearing as well. So, is that intelligence?
Or both of you, both Laris can do it as well.
You said intelligence?
Yeah.
17.
Okay.
Lord knows we don't need an army of Gorns running around here.
Yeah, you remembered he died a couple months ago.
So, in those few months that you've been gone for, why don't you just show us where you came to or came out of or whatever you want to say it.
I could do that. Goren's just kind of looking at the wounds.
You did hear him say a couple months ago. For you, it's only been a couple hours.
Yeah.
Goren's just gonna gloss over that because time for him is relative because he full blood elf, so a couple of months is like a week for him.
For you, it just felt like you were meditating for a short little bit.
Yeah, it just felt like I had a nice nap. He's just like, I could definitely show you on a map where it's at. Again, I'm really curious if I am nigh immortal as long as I have clones to get myself into. Which, would be the biggest mistake that idiot did to me. Hey, I'm gonna clone this guy. And when he dies, he's gonna get into one of these vessels and make himself nigh immortal for him to chase me for eternity. Or so he thinks, or so I think. And I'm gonna figure out a way to kill that bastard. Because fuck him.
Okay, so what are your
Lead
guys'
the
plans
way.
then?
Gordon really
Gotta go
needs to
check this
take a
out.
rest now. Gordon's like, just give me an hour, please.
Yeah, I'm sure we've got time now.
Yeah, you do technically have a room here.
Been paid for.
Goren needs to get his health back, so and his spell slots. That's 9.
Just
That will
need-
put me there.
Like-
That's another 9.
Nice.
Escanor's just
16.
like, I need an ale to get me
That
through
will
what I
put
just.
me at. Let's see. Yep, that'll be.
Polaris, you can
That'll
roll
be
hit
more
die
than
too,
enough.
because you did technically take damage.
Yeah. I took a nice little chunk of damage.
You can try to bend your rapier back if you want to give me a strength check.
I am anything but a strengthy boy.
Can try and bend it back.
I got my hit die.
What the hell is going on?
I don't
Doubling
know.
up.
Hold on. Let me roll one. Let me
Yep,
roll again.
it's stuck.
These aren't for real.
Oh, there. Okay.
Okay, so it's not roll 20 being glitched. It does give something other than natural 20s.
9, 10, 10, 9.
I'll take my natural 10s for 20 hit points back out of 15 I lost. Okay, come on, baby, bend. Ah.
Yeah, you get it back to the point where it'll be fully functional as it was before. It might not be perfectly straight, but it's a rapier. It's designed to stab, not do anything else.
And we go pokey.
I've turned it into a fist for you, so that way it's kind of got like the curved blade, so you get additional blood damage. If you hit them enough, the blood meter will fill, and you'll do extensive damage to them.
Oh, ow. Is he always like this? I'm gonna basically
Yes.
turn to Escanor.
Yes, he is always like this.
I'm gonna basically turn to Escanor. Is he always like this?
Pinching the bridge of my nose, yes. Mm-hmm. This is how he is round the clock. Like, if he's not meditating, this is how he is.
Ow.
Goren's a smart boy, but he's quite insane.
Two things you don't want in a single person.
Insane might be a little harsh. He's irrational at the moment.
I think we just need to go to the...
He
to
did
the end
technically
to the bar.
die.
I just need a drink to process all of this right now. Since I have no...
He also has the voices of the face speaking in his brain, so...
I need a drink too.
An ale. Just an ale. And then probably several more once we figure out where you, Goren, came from. After you actually, like, legit died. This is gonna blow the mind off of us.
Oh, just a reminder, since I haven't been with you guys with this character for a long while, since he's back in his regular changeling form, he's very young. He's like 17.
Let's just make sure it's very, very, very diluted.
So do you go to the bar in your normal form, or do you go back to that dwarf form?
I score some free ale as a dwarf.
And risk getting blasted by frickin' nutcase again.
Might want to stay.
I mean, Goren saw you drop your form once you got blasted.
Yeah,
and
he
then
did drop it.
recognized you.
No, I'm just gonna stay original Lairsk for right now.
All right.
So you come back, you go to the bartender and talk to him. He's you. So, is that your friend?
Yes.
Yeah.
We found him, thank you, and much appreciated. This is the same bartender, right?
Same bartender, yep.
Okay. There wasn't a shift change.
Uh,
Yes, and same with this one too. It's not in dwarven form anymore.
That's good. Could I get you guys anything to drink now that you've settled down? Got everything figured out?
Yes, we pretty sure we got everything figured out.
uh,
Whatever you have on hand for ale, much appreciated.
So do you order a drink then?
Give me something strong.
He pours you a shot of something.
Small, something small for the small one.
How much do I owe him for the shot?
Couple silver.
Just give me a tab. I'll drop a gold.
So yeah, I was like, hey, here's a gold, and just bring up a couple of them little shots.
Okay.
Make it even. Goren, you want anything?
I think he went to sleep.
Well, in case it comes down. Just an extra seat just in case.
Yeah, as they're sitting there kind of sipping on some drinks, you walk down Gordon and see him doing that. They're both drinking some stuff.
Yep, some wonderful stuff.
What do you wish to do then?
To the group or to us, to Goren?
Goren, or anybody, what's your plan?
Just discuss the matters that had happened. Like, so what just happened? We were going after the assailant.
We're going
Showed
after the
to
assassin.
Goren.
We're going after who we thought was the assassin. We
After
found
Goren.
who we thought was the assassin. We went in. I proceeded to stab them.
What did we learn?
Which we learned that it was Goren.
What did we learn? We don't stab Goren.
I guess I learned not to stab Goren. That he
Yes.
doesn't appreciate being stabbed.
That's why I didn't pursue him.
And then I proceeded to get blasted onto the ground. Not very fun experience. I have to say 0 out of 10.
Mhm.
Would not recommend. And then here we are.
And do we happen to notice Goren coming down or coming out of his room?
Yeah, you noticed him coming down.
Goren, we got a spot for you. Right here.
Goren's just kind of cleaning himself up, making sure his robes are nice looking.
He still got some of that blood around his lip, around his mouth.
He got a little mitts there, a little red.
Got a little schmutz there.
Good, it might keep the boy in check. He stares at Lyrsk. Make him think twice about trying to do that again.
I'm sure he's a fast learner.
Alright, nice thing
Good.
about Warlock
Drink.
is I get everything back on a short rest.
Sit, drink. These are for you.
I don't need a drink.
Yes,
Except
but
for
I want you to.
vengeance.
But I want you to. It's already been paid for. It is yours.
I don't drink.
Yes, but it might calm me down. Or you might get more irate. You know what? Never mind.
Okay.
It's alcohol! This might fuel the thing that we don't enjoy about you, but it might temper it. It's really a 50-50. We're not too sure yet.
I know after stabbing you, I deserve to get blasted. But really, vengeance? Did I really do something that's deserving of vengeance?
Not you! One keeps taking my body.
You thought maybe that was him?
No! I was angry that he stabbed me twice.
Because I was told that the person that killed you looked exactly like you.
That's what we were. That's what the information that was passed on to us was. Someone who looks just like you was out and about. So that's why we were in the pursuit.
And we thought you were dead, so immediately when we see someone who looks like you and we're under the impression you're dead, hey, here's the killer, let's stab him.
Goren, you see Goren thinking for a moment. Just going, did it never occur to you that maybe it was a ruse?
I did have that one thought, but it had been a couple months.
I don't know how long my soul needs pickling for in a body before I become awake.
I don't know either, but usually if you don't pop back in right away, it's usually like, yep, there's no coming back from this.
He didn't have a. From what you told me, he didn't really have a body to poof back into because it turned to dust.
Yes. Not like you would have discussed this prior to any of the other any of us fellow group members, that you're just gonna be like, oh, by the way, I have this capability. Would have been good to know if this is something that you're withholding. This would be good to know before you decide to kill yourself. Get shanked.
So what is your plans now, Goren?
Poof, so we can get reincarnated again.
Well, my plan is to not piss off Goren again.
Good idea. Yep. Yeah, he might dimension door you to your death next time.
So what's your plans then?
Goren's going to if they really want to go to the lab that he was in, we can go to that, but Goren doesn't know if there's anything more that can be done.
Well, discuss it amongst yourselves. What do you wish to do?
I'm down for checking out this quote-unquote lab that exists.
We came here looking for Goren's assassin. We had no real intention of finding Goren because we thought he was dead, so finding actual Goren really changes things.
I freed up a few things. So I think we've got just a little bit of time on our hands. I think we can squeeze in a tour, if you will, of your lab sanctuary.
We were getting an episode of D&D Cribs.
Just me over here in this tube, and this tube, and this tube, and this tube, and this tube.
You wish to go back and check out that cave?
Yes.
Okay. That's what everyone wants to do then?
Yep. Let's make it to this lab.
Seems reasonable.
That's open to-
Okay.
Lab.
Wimpy, give me a survival check.
Yay!
That one.
That's a 16.
Okay, so yeah, you come across that same body you tried to eat earlier once you're going back out into the wilderness.
I tried to eat that earlier. I was so hungry.
Can I try to identify the body? What it was once?
Okay, yeah, give me a medicine check.
Medicine. Jesus. That one would 4 or 5.
It's a body.
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
body. It used to be alive
Partially
at some
wrong.
point. Now it's not. Basically, at this
definitely
point, it's
not
been eaten by so many things, you can't tell what it was at any point in its life.
Well, you could tell that one of those things that started eating it was Goren.
There's the bite mark.
And there's the pile of puke.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, but yeah, you remember the cave that you came out of was somewhere near here, but you don't remember for certain. Give me another survival check.
For Goren. It's a 10.
Hey, you seem to remember this cave you came across might be it.
This one feels.
I'm pretty sure this was the cave.
Made of the same rock.
I can only assume so.
Okay.
You two don't have dark vision, do you?
I do.
Just a human.
Feel a little more of this map.
I'll put out some dancing lights so that way we can see
Oh,
as it
goody.
gets darker, if it gets darker.
Actually, I do have my explorer's kit, so I do have a torch available.
And I can see just fine.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Oh,
I'm scared.
mediocre.
Oh!
Hey, they're just rolling with it today.
Yeah.
Goren, your perceptioning?
Boop, 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 boop.
Hey!
Yeah, you hear some.
What was that noise?
You hear a weird kind of screech kind of echoing from the cave coming ahead of you.
That doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound good.
Did you hear? Yeah, I heard some. We heard a screech. Anyone else hear the screech?
I didn't hear anything.
I heard a funny noise, so we should go check it out.
All right, if you think that's the best thing to do.
I mean, we made it here after all. Might as well check it out.
All right.
Okay. Everyone give me another perception check.
I close my window.
I physically cannot roll lower than I did before.
Whoa! Again.
23.
Yeah, you see kind of a trail of blood, Laris, kind of go up this way towards this pool.
Huh. Yeah. Escanor. There's a blood trail kind of going from this wall kind of up over where that pool is.
Can I see if whatever it was dragged, if they crawled, if it...
It looks like paw prints. Weird looking paw prints in blood.
Some kind of weird looking tracks.
way to... Can I try and identify what these paw prints are?
Give me a survival check.
Something good. Something. 7.
Something big. Four-legged, probably.
Chicago.
Probably something not friendly.
Going to... Part of me wants to go stealthily moving forward, just in case, if it happens to be a
Okay,
predator.
roll stealth.
Six.
Oh no.
Okay.
So we're being stealthy boys now?
You can roll stealth if you'd like to as well.
Stealth, blanket, stealth, blanket, stealth, blanket. Shh.
Uh,
Just-
30-20.
Okay.
So essentially I'd be more trying to use something as cover.
As we're going through this cave, does any of this ping Goren as familiar?
Nope.
You blacked out as you were walking out.
With an intelligence roll, can I put in my brain, hey, this isn't the right cave?
Yeah, this isn't the right cave.
Fuck! I think I got the wrong cave, guys.
As you're saying that, you hear a screeching sound. As coming from this side of the cave, you see a giant bird bear thing charging at you. Roll initiative. Just a second.
Fuck is that thing?
It is a... Can I do a check to see what it is? 'Cause I know
No.
above game, I know what it is.
Yeah, same here, but
Yeah.
Polaris doesn't know what it is.
It appears to be a bird.
It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's a bird. It's an owl. It's an owl bear.
It's owl bear pig.
And with that, I will go large, seeing this big old giant threat. The tattoo will glow as I go large form.
Spoilers.
Why are there 3 of them?
Okay. So up first, we got Larisk.
Yeah. You're right there.
How to make myself big.
Question, does it know I'm here?
I don't know, does it?
I did roll a
I don't think it noticed.
I rolled a 20 on my stealth.
I don't know, does it? You don't know.
Hmm. I'm gonna go for it. Pew.
Hey, roll the hit.
Havity some stabbity. Oh dear God.
Okay, let's roll severity on that.
I'm guessing it did know I was there since I didn't get advantage.
Fall on your
Yes, it did know you were there. As it catches the rapier in its mouth, give me a strength check versus its to get it out of its mouth.
Joy. Strong. No.
Yeah, basically it is in its mouth, so you can either try again your next turn to get it out, or drop the weapon.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's up?
So I would have grabbed my weapons before we left, right?
I'm just going to assume that you did pick them back up.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm not that much of an asshole, DM.
Okay. Just making sure, since it was never talked.
You know what? Damn it. This sword's causing me more trouble than it's worth. I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And move back over here. And then that'll be my turn.
Okay. As coming from over here, pops another one. That is all that one can do. Goren, you are up.
Don't want to do that. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Question.
Yes.
Do you consider owlbear claws as weapons?
No.
Okay.
Well, it does say melee weapon attack, I guess, so I'll allow it, yes.
There's a good reason why I'm asking this, because I'm thinking about looking at this good old owlbear and going, Ray of Enfeeblement.
Okay,
So,
roll to hit.
if it's a yes to enfeebling their attacks, I will do it.
Yeah, basically you're making them less strong, so I'll say, yeah, we'll go with it.
Oh, why the fuck isn't that on my... No, good, do it. Roll 20. No, not spell card, attack. Why? Roll 20, why? Why would you ever default something that I have to roll an attack for?
As you're playing as Goren.
That's a natural one. Fuck you, roll 20. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that's gonna miss. There's no way you could screw that up that bad, so. Anything else you can do?
That's my action. That's all I can do for now.
Shit, I
Set my
fucked
armor
up.
on.
How so?
I would have had to bonus action dash to get away from that thing, but I used all of my movement to get up to it, and disengage doesn't give you more movement. So theoretically, if you want, you can go ahead and take an attack. Because the only way I'd be able to get away from it would be to use my bonus action to dash.
Okay, so you just want to say you're still next to it?
I was going to say, if you want to take a swing, I can just go back to where I was down there and say I used the dash action to give myself some more movement.
Well, dash takes an action and you attack, so...
Well, bonus action dash. It's part of my
Okay.
rogue thing.
Okay. So yeah, I'll make an attack now then.
That my cunning action. I can either dash, disengage, or hide.
Which is going to be a 12.
12 does not hit, though.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure I fixed that now that I remembered it.
I think you were there, actually.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Anything else you can do then, Goren?
No.
Okay, Escanor is up.
Take out my light crossbow and point it at this one over here. 16.
16 will hit.
8 piercing. And I'll do my extra attack. Strike again with the crossbow. 13.
13 will hit.
Another 8 piercing. And that'll be that for me.
Okay. One's gonna come up to you. He's going to take a swipe at you with his claws. That's going to be an 18 to your AC.
That is my AC.
Wow. And wow. That's going to be 7 damage.
Ouch, it hurts so bad.
And he's going to take a swing at you with his beak. That's going to be a 21 to your AC. I assume that hits?
Yes, that is a hit.
What the hell, really? Going to be 6 damage. That will end its turn. Pixie's up.
Pixie's going to be assisting Goren.
Okay. Larisk, you are back up.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and move up here. I forgot. How do you do?
Flanking is
Do you do
plus
advantage?
What was that?
MEG? What are your rules for advantage or for flanking, if any?
2. Flanking is plus 2.
Flanking is plus 2?
Mhm.
Alright. Let's see what we got. Since the other one still has my... Well, this one still has my rapier in its mouth, I'm going to pull out a dagger.
Okay.
Shake it, shake it.
Because I got a couple daggers. And I'm going to shank this bird. Bear thing. 21 to hit.
21 will indeed hit.
You.
That would proc your
sneak
sneak too,
attack.
if I recall, because you have an ally next to it.
That's 4d6 at this point. For an additional 17.
Nice.
So 25 total.
Now, this thing did not like that. Anything else you can do?
I'm good. I only get one attack.
Well, this little friendly-looking owlbear gonna run up to Goren here and make a slash with his claw. And that's 11.
That'll miss.
And then go for you with its beak.
This one's
With the even worse roll of 9.
Can you, owlbear? I can't Misty Escape because you're not doing any damage to me.
And with that, you are up.
Goren is going to cast a spell. And give himself 20 temporary hit points, and should anything hit him, will do 20 points worth of cold damage.
Okay. Anything else you can do?
That's the thing about warlocks, is that they don't have many freaking bonus actions. Yeah, that's all that I'm gonna do.
Okay. Escanor, you are up.
I am going to see be so close to me now. Longsword one-handed.
15 will
Yeah.
hit.
11/A. And we'll do it again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a critical hit.
Yeah. It's not, but 17 then for slashing.
How do you want this one to die?
I'm just gonna go all beheading. Go from the underside straight up. And I'll watch the head topple. And then I just simply say, "Down, boy," as it drops.
Okay. Anything else you can do? Anything else you want to do, Escanor?
New.
Okay. As you say that, you hear a kind of more guttural screech coming from this side of the cavern.
Oh, lovely. Yep.
Pixie is up.
Gonna assist Goren.
Okay. Polaris, you are up.
Well, with this thing decapitated, can I just pull my sword out of its mouth?
Yes.
Stuck there permanently.
No. Now I have to swing an owlbear head whenever I swing my sword.
You'll just bowl with the owl bear.
Well, then I'm going to come down here around the back end of this guy because I've got plenty of movement. And I'm just going to try to stab him with my rapier.
It rolled a hit.
Does a 29 hit?
Oh yeah, 29 definitely hit.
Ooh, max damage plus some sneak attack.
At the bottom of your attack and spellcasting, you should see a little checkbox to turn on sneak attack for you, if you use the character Mancer.
I just never put that in.
If you didn't use the character Mancer, it's not going to be there.
Or
Oh.
just roll it like you did last time for
just-
now.
I'm just gonna roll it. What the shit? Well, 20.
Sneak attack did less than the normal attack.
Yeah.
Anything else you can do?
Nope.
Okay, so this owl bear is going to make a claw attack at Goren here. That's going to be a 21 to your AC.
Oh yeah, that hits. But as soon as that hits, I'm going to go ahead and take my Misty Escape.
You still take the damage, right?
Yep, I have to take damage to use it.
What the hell, Dice? Can I roll
Dice
anything
jail.
besides a 1 for damage?
Dice jail.
Yeah.
Dice jail.
That's going to be 7 slashing damage, I should say, too.
Okay, it takes after hitting me with that slash, it takes 20 points of cold damage immediately. Because
Okay.
of my armor of amethyst.
Looking confused, it's going to go attack the thing that kind of poked it in the ass really badly. And it's going to beak at you, Polaris, for 15
It's a
to your,
Pikachu!
for 15 to your AC.
I'm gonna catch it!
15's gonna miss.
Okay.
Look at them. Stupid bridge series.
And Goren, you're up.
Oh,
Goren's going to be firing my laser.
Eldritch Blast. Blast.
Silver 1. That's an advantage because I'm getting help from my pixie.
Yeah, they hit.
That's 5. 4, that's 13.
Okay. Anything else you can do?
No, that's all I'm gonna do.
Now, this thing's looking pretty desperate with its attacks now. It's kind of struggling to make its attacks, so. Escanor, you are up. He is typing.
I'm typing.
Oh. Oh, he's literally typing in chat, so.
Oh.
Apparently his work called him, so, For now, I'm going to subsequent his turn, coming out to the, east of the cave, you see another owlbear come out of the darkness. Everyone give me a perception check on this one quick. Erisk?
I did give perception,
Oh, you got the set 1, sorry. I'm
and
stupid.
then at 1.
You're back, Escanor?
yep. I'm
Yeah, you can
here.
do your turn now, too.
Okay. I'm gonna slide on over. Oh.
Hold a hit.
Strike. 12, yeah,
14. 14 because
Yep,
flanking.
14, that does hit.
4 slashing.
Okay.
And then my extra attack. What, 15 then? With 11 slashing?
Yep. How do you want to kill this one?
Gonna have some fun with this one and just go through and start lopping off limbs. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, all in a row. So,
So yeah, as you see that third owlbear come out of the darkness further into the cave, Goren, you realize this one's a little bit bigger. Escanor, you notice that one of its eyes is kind of slashed and scarred over and kind of like a milky white.
he's been through some tough times.
But the pixie is up.
See.
Assisting me again.
Okay. Clarisk, you are up.
What are you guys looking at?
That.
Yeah, you didn't see it with that nat 1, so.
I didn't see shit.
I'm just gonna point.
Oh.
He's a big.
Oh shit. Ooh. I don't like the look of that thing. I'm gonna come over here by Escanor, and in my turn.
Goren, you are up.
Fire my laser!
Hit and definitely hit.
That is 29 points worth of total damage.
Anything else you can do?
No, that'll be it.
Escanor, you are up again.
Let's just walk in here. And then,
23 will hit.
3. That's 7 damage, and then we'll go one more time with the extra attack.
That'll
25
hit.
with a 6. That'll be it.
As that one runs up to you,
Right on.
he's going to make a claw at you to 18.
That just hits my AC.
Hey, I'm not rolling ones this time. I'm sorry.
Shoot.
Going to be 14 to your 14 slashing damage. He's going to slash at you with his beak.
I want kisses.
And I need you to make a... he's going to miss with that. I need you to make a Constitution save. As this thing lets out a
17.
giant, ear-piercing screech.
17.
Yeah, your ears are ringing, but you can still hear it clearly.
Supposed to use your inside voice.
I'm assuming Pixie's just, pushing again.
Assisting.
Larisk, you are up.
Get just to the corner of this thing. Actually, can bonus action dash and an attack. Yeah. I'll bonus action dash. And then I will try to stab it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
29.
That'll hit.
For 6 piercing plus sneak attack. For another 17 for 23.
Okay. Goren, you are up.
Fire! That's 23 and a 22.
Both will hit.
That's for 22 points worth of total damage.
Okay. That's it then?
That'll be it. Why? 4 plus 4. Sorry, this is not calculating my damage right. There needs to be 2 additional damage set because it's only doing a plus 4, and it shouldn't be doing only a plus 4. Because it's adding my charisma modifier. My charisma modifier is a 5.
So add 2 more to that?
Yeah.
Technically 4 more because you hit it 2 other times before, right?
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. Now I fixed it. We're good now.
Okay, Escanor, you are up.
Longsword time. 17.
That'll hit.
With 8 slashing. And... Ooh, ouchies.
Okay, let's roll that severity. Yeah, that's just a straight miss.
Yep.
You kind of swing overcompensates. You swing right into the ground as your sword clangs into the rock cave below it.
Then I'm gonna do my action surge so I can restart.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I kind of jumped the gun there, but yeah, go ahead.
Alright. I figured I'd save it for a big baddie, so starting over again.
17 hits.
17 to 4. It's kind of low.
Wow.
25.
Wow.
Wow.
That is incredibly low damage for a crit.
Right. Crash.
Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse, but anything else you can do?
Yeah. I used up.
Okay, so yeah, it's the owlbear's turn. He's gonna make a slash attack at you, Escanor. That's a 25 to your AC.
Yep, that definitely hits.
Oof.
That's 9 damage.
Okay.
Gonna make a beak attack at you then, Larisk. That's going to be
At
25. Oh, disadvantage, okay. Still gonna be 21.
Okay.
That hits.
Yeah, 21 will hit.
Okay. There's rolling good. That's gonna be max. That's gonna be 15 piercing damage.
No, I think I'll take 7.
Okay. Fair enough. Goren said he's assisting, so you're up.
Larisk isn't really doing too well right now. Well, health-wise he's fine, but his own flaw is that he can't see his own blood. It really gets to him and makes him nauseous. Oh. Okay, stab. Focus on the stab. Does a 15 hit?
15 hits. How do you want to kill it?
Nice job.
It had 1 HP left after what Escanor did.
Jeez, what? I could have killed them all.
I want to kill with extreme overkill of 28 points, including my sneak attack.
Okay.
I'll kill them with extreme caution. Nice, though.
Any flair you want to do to it?
I want to jump up onto it, and then just rapier through the back of the neck into the skull.
As it kind of crumples over and just goes up. As it stops moving. Oh, what do you wish to do now?
I'm gonna make me a constitution check.
God, I had this.
Okay. I don't throw up all over myself from the fact that I see I'm bleeding.
So Goren, you missed Polaris jumping on its back and stabbing it through the back of the neck and killing it.
That happens.
If I don't look at it, it's not a problem. If I don't look at it, it's not there. If I don't look at it, it's not there. If I don't look at it, it's not there.
Is the blood he's worried about the owlbear's blood or his own blood?
I own.
His own blood makes him.
Gordon's
Oh,
just
no,
gonna
shit.
go up there and just kind of like poke his wound slightly, just hard enough that it hurts, but not to do any more extensive damage.
Ow.
Like Goren.
I
Gotta
suppose
get
I
used to
should-
it, kid. You're in the wrong business if you don't think it's gonna hurt. Physically and emotionally, honestly.
I just prefer to keep my blood inside myself.
And there will be things that won't want your blood inside yourself, so...
Sometimes you gotta bleed in order to know you're alive.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Jesus, 26.
Jesus! Where was this when you needed it?
Not in roll 20.
Yeah, you hear a bunch of talking coming from the cave entrance when you came in. Polaris, you can make out. Finn. So this is where we figured out where the owlbears are hiding? Yeah, we think so.
Gore's is gonna shout, "Too goddamn late!"
Goren didn't hear that. That was Laris that made out.
Oh.
You heard the talking.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Sounds like we've got company.
Could
Someone
be
else is
speaking
someone
sound.
else is looking for these owl bears.
Quick, someone make a bunch of animal noises.
As you see
Turn 'em off.
3 people coming in, kind of.
Gord just starts going, "Hoo! Hoo! Hoo!" In response to people are coming.
Huh.
People are coming.
Hey.
"Woo!"
They already dead? Great. They don't seem to notice you guys yet. Like, did this?
Boy.
You see one of them's holding a torch.
Stealth mode activate. I almost clicked sleight of hand.
Goren's going to push Lersk ahead. The boy did it! Just kind of push him toward the group of people.
Who's there? Kind of see the guy coming with the torch kind of go forward.
Hi!
Us.
Who are you guys?
New to town.
Taking care of the owl bears that were here.
Really?
Yes.
The mayor hired someone besides us to do it?
Yes?
No, not exactly. But we did your job for you anyway.
Hey, I guess we'll, You don't want to take credit for this?
I mean, is the reward pretty substantial?
What was that?
I said, is the reward pretty substantial? Just curious. What is the reward for taking care of the owl bears?
It's just some money.
Yeah.
To find some money.
Yes. Describe some money.
Let me double check something here.
Let's just
Goren's
blow
doing
all
this
over himself.
partially to intimidate them, just to see how they react.
Just before we approach it, just smeared blood all over her faces. Ah, yeah.
He's doing it very poorly. Yes, he's doing the pro wrestler overemphasized faces. How
Much exaggerated.
How
So,
much money?
Mr. Timmy G, I got a question for you.
Yeah?
Would you give me advantage on an intimidation check if as I'm walking up to this guy, I shift to look exactly like him?
Goren's just gonna step forward. No, dude, we're just messing with them. Stop.
Debating whether or not to tell you how much it's actually worth.
Listen, we really don't care who takes credit for it. Okay, how long were we planning on staying in Polaris?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what. We can all go as a group. You can get the money, and we'll ask for a favor. We'll say you tap them slightly.
Yeah, I can agree with this.
Do we have to bring the drag the corpses with us?
One of them picks up the severed head. Nah, I think the severed head would be fine enough.
Okay, I didn't know if he wanted the pelts or anything.
Yeah, these things don't make good pelts. Need to go check something off back. You said where they came from. Check the whole cave yet?
No.
Just here.
This guy's kind of wandering off back here.
But we kind of made enough noise that if anything was in here, they probably would have came. We might find some eggs, though. Do owlbears lay eggs? I don't know. How do they work?
I don't know.
I don't know,
Body
dude.
would.
Check the book.
I don't know.
I think it would.
That's
probably be
a
live
that's a
birth
nature
because
check
the
of
body
a
of the
20.
bear.
How do owlbears lay eggs / give birth? Are they marsupial, like a platypus?
I'm thinking it would probably be live, judging by the body, but I could be wrong.
Book does not say, so I'm going to say they give birth.
Okay, so they're probably closer to marsupials.
As you hear in the background, oh, guess we're not done here. Clang, clang.
Hey, have fun with it.
You guys want to go take care of that? We'll let you have. We'll take the severed head, and then you can bring back that body.
As you see him kind of walking out, carrying two much smaller heads.
Oh, babies.
Damn. So
I had
sad.
to wipe them all out. Never said anything about bringing in the young ones. He kind of walks by this one. Kind of kicks it. That one's definitely an alpha.
You don't say.
Well, I guess we can head back to the capital if you guys don't mind coming along with us.
Oh, you're going back to the capital?
Sorry, not the capital, to Polaris.
Okay.
Yeah,
We can all.
one other thing.
Thought we were
Goren's just
looking
gonna be
for-
like, don't worry about the other thing. It's probably getting late anyway.
But I think with
Better
that...
head
go
back
ahead.
to town before nightfall then.
So with that, I think it's a good place to call this session for the night.